Welcome to Rooted in Realness. It's your homegirl, Sasha. I create content and talk about celebrities and politics and all things social. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family, guys. Share. Welcome. How are you guys doing? It's been a crazy week. Hope you guys are all doing well. So today, I want to talk about a hot take. The hot take person of the day is going to be Wendy Williams. Yes, how you do it. Let's get into it. Wendy Williams. For those of you who don't know Wendy Williams, I don't know if you guys live under a rock, but some of you guys are maybe a little bit younger, but Wendy Williams has been around for so many years. She started her journey as a DJ, disc jockey, a radio show. Then she started on TV from 2008 to 2022, number one hit show. Her show was jamming. All the hottest celebrities were on it. She caught a lot of flack for calling people out, such as Diddy. She was the first one to call him out and his shenanigans, and she caught a lot of flack. But she was someone not to be messed with. Everybody references her. She's still known as one of the great TV hosts. So shout outs to Wendy Williams. Before I talk about Wendy Williams, I also want to talk about how we got to where we got. So before we dive into it, Wendy Williams, before her show was canceled, she actually fainted because she's had so many health scares. Now, some people saying that it was because she was on crack, coke. It was because her husband cheated on her. Yes, Kevin Hunter was her husband at the time. She was married to him for 20 years. Allegedly, he had a mistress. He got the mistress pregnant child and so on and so forth. So they're saying all that combined made her collapse on stage. But anyways, yes, that was Wendy Williams. Not to poke fun, but we still don't know what happened, what occurred. But she's definitely has suffered with dementia. So we're gonna talk about her latest thing. She was on The Breakfast Club. She was on The Breakfast Club recently, and she was talking to, her former colleague, Charlamagne the God. You guys know Charlamagne the God. He was her colleague for 20 years, Hot 97. But she was on there, on the phone, mind you. So not in person, don't get it twisted. She cannot go anywhere in person. She is locked up in a luxury prison. According to her representatives, she is locked up. Her cats ain't with her. She's locked up. She can't make calls. But she made a call to Charlamagne the God in The Breakfast Club. Basically, in her call, she talks about how she's not crazy. She doesn't have dementia. She sounded well-versed, and she still was her funny self, throwing shade, talking about how she misses her wigs and her furs, child. So we wanted to get into it. I want to ask you guys, what's going on with Wendy Williams? What's happening? So she talks about living in this luxury prison. She has a cell phone. She can't use her cell phone. She doesn't have access to her accounts, bank accounts. She doesn't have access to, hire somebody to come see her because, she used to hire, the young men back in the day, come pick her up. She used to have quite a few lovely nights with the young fellows, but she could no longer do that anymore. She's tied up in this conversatory ship thingy, whatever it's called. Sabrina is the person that was appointed by the courts to, have access to her accounts. She can't shop. I know she has a wig line. She can't order her wigs. She can't do anything. She was last seen at her son's graduation. And sadly, that's the last time we saw her out in public. And she looked great. She sounded great. But unfortunately, she's stuck in a prison with 80-year-olds. And she's only 60, born 1960. So she's still young and relevant and fresh. So basically on The Breakfast Clubs, all the co-hosts were asking her how she feels about it, what's going on. So yeah, there's all these hashtags, free Wendy, that's been all over the place. Everybody has been doing that as soon as the interview has come out. Her niece was actually with her on the interview because she, can't have people call her, so she has to have somebody to dial out. So if you need to find her, you can't actually call her, which, she does have a son. Her family members can't really see her, visit her, so we don't know what's going on. One of the co-hosts actually went to go, have other talks with her, and she was actually just thrown out. They said there was no Wendy there, nothing. So it's been a hot mess. My take on it is we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Is she impaired or is she not impaired? What is happening? So her niece was on, and her niece was basically saying that her family doesn't have access to her. They don't know how she's doing, where she's going, like nothing. And the biggest thing is her dad's birthday is coming up next month. Turning 94, and she doesn't even know if she's gonna be allowed to go. It is nuts. It's all over the news. She's really sad about it. She was all choked up because, you know, it's her dad, her only surviving parent. Her mom passed, so she really wants to go, but she has to ask permission. So we are wondering what is happening. Why does she have to ask permission? How can she not be able to move? And she seems pretty good. So with her having dementia, everybody's just questioning, like, is she's gonna be good for 1 minute and the next minute she's gonna be like, you know, crazy and all over the place. We have yet to figure it out. We don't know what's happening. I mean, I hope she's gonna be okay. We don't know, but free Wendy. She's awesome. We hope that she makes it out and, you know, gets the job done. But we don't know what's happening. You know, time will tell, but dementia is no joke. Maybe her ex-husband can help her. We don't know what's going on with that either. So we'll see, but we're gonna just keep an eye on that, and hopefully Wendy can be out soon. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Hot take. Come back soon for my next topics. We're gonna get into the show portion. So I can't wait to talk about that. So hang tight and follow, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned.